this opportunity slip away because I want to try to receive him into the church, into understanding about church. So I told him, well, no, he was named after Martin Luther. I said, the Lutheran Church has been around for 500 years, and I started talking about that, and he said, so you're not the Guns and Knives church. I knew what he meant, and you have to understand, the nuances of some of those U.S. churches, we all know. I said, no, that's not exactly us. But as I tried to go on, his face became more confused and confused, and finally he said, dude, you lost me. Well, I felt like I was back in Colorado all of a sudden. I thought, well, this is perfect. So what did I finally say to him? I said, okay, look, promise me that you will Google Lutherans and find out about us. And then he kind of got sheepish, and I said, no. I said, I'm a pastor. Don't lie to me. Promise me you will Google Lutherans. And this was how the border guard left it. You can go. I wasn't trying to shame him. I was trying to do even more than welcome him into understanding who Lutherans were. I was trying to receive a lost sheep and use any of the gospel terms you want to for those who are lost out there. It was an opportunity. Here's a border guard who had no clue about Catholics and Protestants, nor, I believe, church in general. Yes, I should have just tried to get through as quickly as possible and get back into Canada. Because at any time they can detain me for any reason. And if you know how the U.S. and the Canadian border guards are and how the governments are with each other, there's no love lost. So it's not uncommon to have difficulties, even if you're a pastor. But instead, I took the opportunity, reflecting on this week's gospel, and it wasn't a waste of time because that was a witness. That was an attempt to truly, as a disciple, try to receive this one. Now, it may have only been the mustard seed planted. But this week, I continue to pray for that garden, and I will continue to pray for him. Because it's not just about receiving who shows up here every Sunday, holiday or no holiday weekend. It's not just about receiving people who look and talk and act like us. It's about receiving those we normally don't think to receive. A prophet, one who's called to speak the word of God, which is me, is not usually received so well. And so often with the good news, we have to afflict the comforted. Those who have very little, the refugees of the world, those who have no water to drink, like a number of First Nations people on reserve. If we were to just give them a cold cup of water, if we would just receive those people, like my fellow immigrants here today, who are receiving in this great country. So, what is the gospel telling us to do? Receive. Receive. Amen to that. I invite those who are able to please rise now as we sing our song of the day, number 595. 595.